Hi, SD Kelly here, and welcome to my channel. So I just wanted to jump right into this project. I am taking a Thanksgiving chalkboard sign from my local Dollar Tree, and I'm giving it an upgrade. I'm starting out by hot gluing some of the twine around the border and pressing it with the back end of a sponge brush. The hot glue will seep through the twine, so do be mindful not to touch the twine directly with your fingers. I still sometimes forget, as you may see in some of my videos where I have on Band-Aids. Oh gosh, darn it, see what I mean? I forgot again. Well, luckily this time I didn't burn myself, but it's probably better you don't follow my example in some of my videos. Just remember not to let your fingers come in contact with the hot glue. You might regret it. I'm sure you get what I'm doing. I'm going to speed things up a bit. So for this project, I don't need this piece of twine that's used to hang the chalkboard sign. I'm just going to ditch it for now. Maybe I'll use it for something later. And I can cover up the holes that are left with some decorative twine. I like the way the twine is naturally curly when it comes off the spool. This will work out perfect for creating some vines around the pumpkin. So this sign is really cute as is from the Dollar Tree, but I really have something different in mind. So I'm going to take some of my black Waverly chalk paint, the color is called ink, and I'm just going to stipple some of it on there to cover up the original sign. And what I really like about this black chalk paint is that as it dries, you don't need to worry that you didn't, put it on there perfectly, because it gives it a more rustic and kind of old vintage chalkboard look. At first I wasn't sure if I wanted to cover up everything that was on here. I kind of wanted to leave some of it behind because I wanted to incorporate it into the final design, but later I decided to only use bits and pieces of it. Anyway, the thing I like about the chalkboard sign is that when it's covered with the chalkboard paint, I can go back and make corrections over and over. I can use the lighter colors to emphasize lettering, or if I make a mistake, I can use the black and go back over it. And you really can't tell, and it just adds to the rustic design of the sign. Using a pencil and eraser, I drew out what I wanted onto my sign. I wasn't worried about mistakes or erasing too much or having excessive pencil marks because it's all going to be covered by the chalk paint. I searched on Google for some cafe chalkboard signs to get some ideas of what I wanted to put on this sign. And I used some very fine tip craft paint brushes, but you could pretty much use anything that has a fine tip. I personally do not like the chalkboard paint pens. I find them kind of awkward and unpredictable. However, you can use whatever you're comfortable with, of course. So I wanted to have some other colors other than just white for my chalkboard writing. I decided to take some white chalk paint and just mix a little bit of some other acrylic paints just to give it a hint. And also, this really saves money on having to buy more chalk paint. I'm taking some fine grained sandpaper to just smooth out where the paint was a little bit elevated more than in some areas, and to make it look more like chalk writing instead of just painted on there. So I decided to rough up the edges just to give it a bit more of a farmhouse and vintage look. I did the metal leaf as well. So here I am just taking a Q-tip and dipping it into the Waverly chalk paint that I used before in this video. And I'm just making some corrections. I'm using the color ink again, and I'm just fine-tuning some letters. And if I go overboard with the black chalk paint, I'll just go back in with the colors. That simple. I love chalk paint. You almost never can go wrong. So instead of just putting the sign onto a frame holder that you can get from Dollar Tree, although that would be easy, I wanted to make use of these skeleton salad tong hands that I have. And I put them through some blocks of floral, oh, that was a tongue twister. And I inserted a mason jar lid to hold them into place. It's just a regular mountain size. And I had put it all in this painted bucket from Dollar Tree. It's one of those flower and garden buckets from the springtime. And now I'm just putting in some fake grass. And I'm also going to put in some twigs that I found outside on the ground. If you're new to my channel and stopping by for the first time, I would love it if you would subscribe. If you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up. And as always, I thank you for watching. Bye for now.